Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Sunday and it's not a holiday, so that means it's time for the LCUS. We are in week 4. I am Kenos, and I am joined for this first set of games by Sig Tau Lord. How you doing, Sig?
I am fantastic, Kenos. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right, ready to get these games underway. Players are showing they're going to get set. I do have the standings up right away here, so I'll show you the games in a second. Most important thing for this set of games is to point out that option 12 is on bye week, so everyone is jockeying for a quick climb, possibly, first place, second place, all up for grabs here tonight.
Some Game of Thrones type stuff, man. The king's out, so everybody's rushing the throne.
Indeed. In for the games themselves, we have Cowbell versus White Wolf as our first set of the night, followed up by Phoenix versus Northern Storm and Blitzkrieg versus Take the Lantern. A lot of competition, like I said, just basically the standings will be completely turned on their heads after tonight, one way or the other. That is the hope, at least. But all the players are showing they're ready to go, so we may just jump into the game right away. What are you looking forward to for this first set of games, Sig?
It's always a pleasure to watch White Wolf Gaming cast out in these crazy comps that they have. I'm really hoping we get to see some of that tonight. But more Cowbell, definitely a formidable force to be reckoned with. As always, I'm going to hype up the most synergist bot lane in the LCUS, Brandana and Mr. Pig.
Yeah, definitely. Always great to see them in action. And then, of course, White Wolf does have a lot of threats as well. Tilted Snorlax with the great bot lane play that she puts out. Arcane Soda, Primed in. I'm really interested to see what kind of setups they go for in this first set of games, and we'll find out in a moment here. Let's move into the first game of the night. Good to see Malzahar taken off the board right away. No one likes him.
I will wait for you to be better.
Ooh, Camille taken out. I think that's definitely targeted to Shade.
For sure. Interested to see if it's Wolf or Cowbell who bans Anivia, or if neither side cares. I mean, we got 2 mid lane bans so far, so they're clearly worried about what Primedon's going to be picking up.
Fine, I'll just be over here, sharpening my feathers.
I really think that they're playing a strong plan right now. CB, this is his first split in the mid lane. I think it's incredibly integral that you give him this wiggle room that these targeted bans are giving him. But the Warwick ban, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm seeing a team that's scared of suppression, because they're taking out Malz and Warwick right away. So my thought would be that they're concerned about having maybe some sort of bouncy, high dodge, high variant, squishy ADC or mid laner that they don't want to get locked down.
Oh yeah. Been a while since we've seen this pick. Shaden picking Jace. Definitely a big flex pick. He could go bot lane, could go mid, but I think it's top. We haven't seen Shaden play him, but he's a strong force to be reckoned with right now. And I think with Storm's Edge, he could really have some potential.
Indeed, yeah. This is the first set of games we're playing with some of the new items and changes to the items that have come out. So just to see how that goes. This is the first patch that Pyke was released, and of course we see him being locked in first pick for White Wolf. We had some... Oh, go ahead.
I am so excited for this. I've got a few Pyke games under my belt, and it's so different. The kind of aggression is very different than engage and then allow the kills to happen. Pyke's all up in your business at all times. It's just very fun to watch.
Absolutely, and it'll be interesting to see if those of you who tuned in to the Let's Talk About League podcast, which we do on Wednesdays, you would have heard us talking about whether or not Pyke was going to get all picked or all banned for this week, as people were getting used to him, and we'll have to see. We're getting the staging ground set for an all pick or all ban so far. We'll see if White Wolf's able to succeed with. But we got that Jax pickup. Probably top lane, I would think.
Yeah, probably. I think Jax does play very well into Jace, so it would be a solid counter pick. But Jax still has a lot of jungle presence still in this new patch.
I am forsaken.
Alright, so we do have both, assuming Galio is mid lane, we have both mid laners picked, so Anivia completely ignored.
I think that's probably because of the Vigar pick. I think Vigar does play very well into Anivia, so that would be a good counter. I do like that Alistair was banned out against Calvin, so still, he is very meta, but it's a very meta ban in this situation.
Also, you know, got to keep that mascot away from Cowbell. They lose
Oh,
their
yeah.
they lose their team spirit if they don't have the Alistar.
It's all about winning the moral battle and then demoralizing your enemy. White Wolf Gaming's got a solid strategy already.
Interesting with the Mundo ban. I'm guessing they were assuming Jax was jungle.
Maybe. I think since a lot of the item changes, I've been seeing a lot of Mundo jungle, so it could happen.
Well, Draven. All right. Yeah, Lucian with the new Essence Reaver,
Ooh, very excited to see this matchup.
especially on your favorite bot lane.
I wouldn't say they're my favorite. I don't play favorites because I'm my favorite bot lane. But Brandana and Mr. Pig, you can't go 3 splits without some kind of history and synergy. I'm always hyping them up because I love to see it go. But that doesn't mean Stilio and Tilted Snorlax can't bring the noise. I always love White Wolf's gaming performance.
Especially if Tilted Snorlax locks in the Bard here. Oh!
That would have been very weird with a Pike, but it looks like Tilted is going to play Pike. This is a standard Pike in support. None of this off-meta bullcrap.
Hey.
Make support great again, folks.
There was a
But
tiny part of me for 1 second thought they'd do Pike top just for giggles. Because White Wolf's done some weird stuff sometimes, but not doing that this game. Wonder how Snorlax is going to do on Pike. We know that she prefers caster mage supports. So playing what is essentially a tanky assassin. Little...
I don't know, and even past all of that, playing into Braum is an excellent counter pick. From the games that I have with Pike under my belt, tanks just shut him down very easy because he can't get that aggression going.
Absolutely. There is a lot of durability on Cowbell, has to be said. We've got Zac, we've got Galio, we've got Braum. Jace can be a bit of a scrapper too. So there's a lot to be said for the survivability that Cowbell is bringing out here.
Oh yeah.
On the other side, there is a ton of damage that is coming out of White Wolf. You've got Pike, you've got Draven, you've got Vigar, you've got Jax. Cho even does some massive damage as well. So we got tankiness versus damage here, and I'm not sure which one's going to come out on top.
I think if the meta is going to speak to anything, and especially LCUS play history, I'm leaning more towards Cowbell. If they can make it to the late game, they can catch up in damage, especially with that Lucian. And Jace is not a force to be ignored. Shaden also, it flexes his muscles every week in his preferred lane now.
All right, so then I guess the next way to judge it would be my favorite way based on the CC. Zac is obviously a CC machine. Galio's got his big taunt. Braum has a lot of CC as well. But on the other side, Pike's got his chain. Vagar's got his AoE stun. Jax has his stun. There's a lot on both sides. I would say it's about equivalent amount of CC.
Very much so. And I think the cool thing that's going to be seen is Pike's W, where this is an engage-heavy comp from Cowbell, where they're going to have the Braum ultimate to end, Galio ultimate, Zac able to jump in. Pike can answer a lot of that. Dash right through, get some flashes going. He's going to be able to prevent a lot of this engage. I'm excited to see it. He can reach right into the backline very easily.
Yeah, and that backline with will basically be Lucian on his own, depending how Jace decides to play. So that could be a very vulnerable Lucian, depending on how everything is set up. That being said, of course, if Jace is more comfortable hanging in the backline with Lucian, he can quickly switch to melee to get people off of the Lucian.
Oh yeah, I think that was very intentional.
Yeah, so really good there. I'm not seeing the characters who are that opposed to suppression. I mean, obviously, no ADC wants to be suppressed, but I was expecting like maybe some flimsier mid laner that wouldn't enjoy Malzahar that much. But Galio, is just Galio.
I don't know if these were targeted bans. They might have been aiming at Primed in a little heavy with that ban selection. I just don't know about his pool, but it could be the suppression thing.
All right. Well, as we go into our first game of the night, once again, thank you all for joining us, and be sure to like, subscribe, resub with your Prime subscription if you haven't done that yet, and let us know in the comments how we're doing, what we can do better.
It keeps the lights on, folks. Don't forget, hit the button.
Lots of buttons.
Woo! Skin time! Skin time!
Skins. Once we get off the lovely loading black screen. Come on. I believe in you. Here we go.
Ooh. We have only 2 Naked Champs, Pike for White Wolf Gaming and Galio for more Cowbell, so there's equilibrium there. But I think I'm definitely going to give this to Cowbell. Heartseeker Lucian, Forsaken Jace, Pool Party Zac, Dragon Slayer Braum, those are some top tier spicy
Oh, come on.
skins.
Soul Reaver, Draven, Godstaff, Jax, and Gentleman Show. Nah, White Wolf's winning that one.
We'll have to agree that you're wrong on this one.
Uh-huh. Anyone who's watched the LCUS knows we never agree that I'm wrong. Or at least I never do.
Oh, okay, and we're excited to be joining you tonight from Summoner's Rift. Everybody's loading in. I'm pumped. I'm riding an emotional high right now, Kenos. I cannot express how excited I am.
But you'll certainly try. Alright, so it looks as though they aren't doing any sort of invade cheekiness on White Wolf's side. A lot of picking, a little bit of spread outness. And looks like it's a similar plan from Cowbell, so no hijinks to start off. Much to the disappointment of the fans of Invades.
Yeah, I love to see him. It's just I don't know if either comp could do it very well. From what I've seen, Pike does start off with his hook, so that might be an option. But I would not invade on a Braum. Too much CC.
A little bit of poking forward there from Jace. I mean, there is a lot, like you said, there's a lot of CC, especially on both teams. Draven, maybe not the best at invades, but I think it'd be interesting seeing like Jax counter-striking into someone that Pike's pulled. Could deal some hijinks, especially with a bunch of the knockups and stuns they have, but neither team wants to risk it, and that's probably for the best.
Oh yeah.
Shaken on Zac is having a ball. Alright, so red buff, blue buff. Mid lane, Primedon's already missed one CC, so that's the end of that. Or CS, rather.
Yep. Call it game, folks. 1 CS.
Neither side being so aggressive, though Hickey has cleared out the minions pretty fast. Primedon gets some
Ooh,
autos
stun
to
coming
respond.
across, Pike going low.
Fortunately for Pike, he's got his passive to work that back up.
Oh yeah, and that's a lot of fun. It's also like a passive ward indicator too. Very, very useful.
I think it'll be interesting to see how well Kantos does there on Draven. There's a lot of targeted skill shot abilities. Oh. First is the blast shot on Brandana right away. Anyway, I was going to make some cheeky comment about Draven being easy to target when trying to catch his axes, but obviously part of being good at Draven is knowing when to go for your axes and when to leave them alone.
Oh yeah, and apparently Lucian is Brandana's preferred champion, so I'm glad to see he's coming back in the meta, if anything, just for Brandana.
We'll see where these lanes go. There was a brief invade there by Arcane Soda, but nothing really came of it. RTC pushed against this turret, and bot lane for White Wolf is also going pretty hard. So a lot of gank potential for the junglers if they choose to act on it.
Oh yeah, and I don't see any wards down on the bot side either, so this could be Arcane Soda's run of the land.
Yeah, that's true for both sides though. Top lane doesn't have too much in the way of good ward coverage either for Cowbell.
No, just try Bush.
A little bit of a pull there, see if it works. Draven, that was one of the instances where Kantos tried a little bit too hard to get his axes. Might have missed out on a kill there. Now going to get grabbed by Shaken here. Let's see if he can get away. Lots of flashes. Ooh, double pull. But Snorlax manages to get away. And it looks as though Kantos will as well. Arcane Soda might be in a little bit of trouble. Hops to a ward.
Man, I tell you, I think Cowbell lost that trade just because of the energy put out. If they can get this Drake, it might even it out, but they spent a whole lot on that kill.
Yeah, they did.
Flash and the teleport.
They did use a lot of summoners, but on the other hand, there are 0 summoners in the bot lane now for White Wolf. So they gave as good as they got, is what I'm saying, especially now because they're going to get Soda as well.
That investment paid dividends now.
That was an interesting choice there by Arcane Soda to go in there. I don't know if he knew it was an Earth Drake, because if he had known, maybe he wouldn't have risked that much for it.
Maybe. I think with this Cowbell team that doesn't have much damage, Earth Drake might have a higher value for pushing power, but outside of that.
Yeah, I would agree. I just, generally you don't see junglers that try to 5v1 for an Earth Drake at 5 minutes into the game. But then again, I don't play jungle, so maybe that's what junglers are doing now.
I haven't played jungle in a while. A little Gragas here and there. That's just to flex the muscles.
Alright, mid lane we have Veigar with 28 stacks and no mana. So probably going to see him go back soon. Top lane, Shaden is equal, though he does have an assist under his belt from that Jack, so a little bit extra gold. Not too much, though. Yeah, only 30 extra gold.
Yeah, and RTC still setting on that TP, not valuing coming back to farm very quick, but Shaden is going to be pushing the tower, so I guess he's just not worried about it.
Yeah, we're seeing starting to see the a little bit of a differential. Fortunately for Draven down there in the bot lane, Kantos is able to get enough CS to make up for the kill differential. So he'll be able to match Brandana in items, which is, good news. You don't want to fall behind to a first blood ADC like that, because that just snowballs so quickly.
Not at all, and we can see the bot lane here is also emphasizing vision. You want to keep that your eyes open with this dive-heavy team that Cowbell has.
Probably also so they can clear out the wards and therefore give Tilted Snorlax the ability to regenerate more often.
Very astute call. Very astute. Yes, that is probably true.
All right, we'll see how Arcane Soda does here on the dive. Going to be going into a counter strike. Not going to be able to. Oh, goes for it anyway. Doesn't manage to get the stun off though. That's unfortunate.
No, that cost him a little bit actually.
Shakeson's rotating up with the Zac. Probably won't be able to get too much done here, but Soda's going to run right into him. Wow.
Wow, big shot there from Shade.
I hate Jace so much. God, I have always hated Jace.
Well, it always sucks when the counterplay is stand behind the minions. That's the worst type.
Oh, a lot of damage coming out on Kantos here, and we're seeing some of the drawbacks from Pyke, because he has very little way to protect his ADC when he's getting dived on like that.
Oh yeah, Q and his dash are really his only forms of CC. But look at his health bar; he was very low, so health regen definite priority.
Yeah, I mean that passive is really quite something, but it's just, you know, calling out a character that we haven't really seen too much in the LCUS, which would be Thresh. If you compare Pyke's kit to Thresh, Thresh can, you know, if in that situation, if somebody jumps on your ADC, he can flail them off. You know, he can lantern to pull them back. He can do things like that. Pyke, like you said, he's got his little dash stun, and theoretically has a similar chain, even though it does slightly different things. But it's not the same amount of protection, so it's not a lane that you want your ADC to get jumped on.
If I was gonna play Pyke, I would like him in a tank heavy comp that's where the team is lacking damage and you don't need utility. Any other time, I would take another support 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
But we do see engage in the bot lane.
Yeah, that was a really good pull there by Snorlax, even though it pulled him right into Brandana. Jack's follow-up is really good. We'll see if they're able to secure this here. Snorlax gets the kill, but this is probably the one time you're not mad your support gets the kill. Unless you're in like a brand bot or something.
Actually, you're still upset, because unless he uses his ultimate, there's no gold payout. So, nope, just a kill going over to Tilted.
Well, sure, but, you know, at least there's more likely to be some damage potential coming out of Snorlax as opposed to, like, if, say, your Soraka steals the kill or something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll always prefer the knife over the banana.
Alright, so we've got a kill focused bot lane going on over here with Jace being the differential up in the top lane and giving Cowbell a slight edge, even though with the amount of CS that differentials in the lanes, White Wolf is actually ahead in gold, which is very significant. Veigar now at 74 stacks.
Yeah, Cowbell's choice is definitely late game choices.
Well, we'll see where it ends up with that. RTC pushing kind of hard, but it's going to get ganked just as hard back. Shaken coming in here. Gets the pull, gets the slam, bounces back onto the thing. RTC is going to try to get out. Does get a good knock up there, but is probably not going to be able to get out alive. We'll see if another one of those J shots. No, doesn't even need it.
Wow, didn't even get the passive from Shaken.
Yeah, really good. That damage output from Jace can get pretty insane, and now that's 2 kills for him. Oh, Jess watches as Tilted Snorlax goes down.
Yeah, big burst from Lucian there. 2 items in.
Yeah. Getting to that bursty potential, especially because Draven went for the lifesteal. Boy, we're missing a lot of things here, folks. Sorry about that.
Player's fault. They're pulling us across the map.
Little bit slow in the beginning here, but we're going to see Shaken jump in on Primedon, I think. There's no wards here, so we can't know he's there. Here he comes. No ultimate here, but it's not going to matter. Big stun. Alright, Hickey gets the kill. So very commanding 45 seconds there by Cowbell.
Cowbell has a very strong, aggressive play style this set so far. I'm very excited to see it.
Oh, Snorlax is in a little bit of danger here. That set pull distance got him in a little bit of trouble. Tried to pull to get away, but unfortunately pulled him behind and prevented her escape.
And they got nothing for it except for the passive from Jax. Sorry, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, obviously getting that passive is a good thing to do, but it's doesn't have the longest cooldown in the world. And you're so far behind, you obviously want to get a little bit more at this point.
You got to start getting those big payoffs after some of the choices that they've made. But again, still ahead in CS for the most part.
There's the Essence Reaver. So now we'll see how Essence Reaver Lucian plays out in the LCUS. 96 stacks on Primedon. I would like to see an actual team fight come out of Cowbell here. Or not, Cowbell and White Wolf. Just see the actual combination. Because at the moment, we're in that situation where Primedon and RTC have not been involved in any of these big engagements. And I think that would help out White Wolf a lot.
Yeah, they definitely are more oriented towards that. But I think with Arcane right now, Arcane Soda, he's a little bit behind. I don't know if you would want a team fight with one of your heavy damage dealers being so far behind.
True, but they also aren't doing that great when they're alone either, so something's got to give, and that's the one thing they haven't tried yet.
Oh yeah. RTC doing a great job poking them out from under the tower.
There's that high Jax damage again. Or high damage on Jax. Little squishy right now, unfortunately.
Well, he did just complete his Hunter Blade, so he's going to be able to start building either tanky or maybe a little bit more damage. I would maybe go tanky at this point. Get your tank item under here.
Yeah, tanky's a good idea. With Cho being the only tank on your team right now, you need a little bit more durability. I mean, obviously, Tilted Snorlax can be durable as well, but she's only got 1,100 hit points right now. Oop, stun misses, unfortunately, for Primed in there.
And Hickey just dancing all around there. Very good footwork from him.
Interested to see how this bot lane's going to go now. We have a big collapse coming down. Those control wards are in their inventories and not really being used. That is a dead bot lane.
That was a very good timing on all the ultimates there. Very well done.
Yeah, big coordination there. Once again, Pyke not really able to protect the ADC that well. Ooh, good jump there by Arcane Soda getting out of there. Very nice.
Health bar's going low, but doesn't seem like they care. Ooh, this could be the big moment for...
Oh, that's a lot of low health characters there.
Finally getting some gold under Draven's belt. Could
Yeah.
turn into a threat.
We'll see if RTC is able to catch up with Zach here. Nope. Alright, but 2 kills there. Collapsing the gold lead a little bit.
This has been a Cowbell's game so far. They're yet to lose a tower. Full control of objectives. Not much that's not went their way.
Yeah, they just got a little excited at that bot lane turret just there. That's why they ended up losing a couple of those kills. Little overconfident. Not surprising considering their lead. Veigar's at 132. Also, I appreciate the point out about Pyke's passive. I had misunderstood. I thought it was like Shen's. So, thank you for the corrections there. That's what I get for not reading. Oh! Good job there. Good stun as well. Let's see if they're able to get Zach here. Good taunt. Draven flashes for it. They pop the passive. Let's see that. Focusing a little bit more on Hickey than one might like. Not quite. Nope. Zach might get away. Snorlax dives for it, but doesn't have the damage. There's the stun. Draven has ult.
Oh
No
my
mana for it, though.
gosh. Oh my gosh, that was such low health. What was that health? Oh, I didn't catch it. Chat, if you caught that, please share with us. That was silly low.
Yeah, that was ridiculously close. I think it was like 30, 20 hit points somewhere in there.
Whoo, shaking. You gotta buy a round of drinks for Hickey or something. That was incredible play by him.
Yeah, really lucky that the Draven was that low on mana as well. Wasn't able to get that last chance ultimate off. Also up in the top lane, continued dominance up there as well, unfortunately. Arcane Soda just not having a great game. Prime to trying to make a run for it here. Going to get cut off and taken out. Boy, that's a big tooltip on some of those items. Temporarily block the screen every time I mouse over Jax's inventory. TP in.
Trying to hold that back line.
Good job by RTC there. Nice attempt by Snorlax to try to get some lockdown there. Big ult there, but Galio's probably going to go down here.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that engage. It did allow Shaden to get out, but maybe he would have been fair. Just let him go one time. Oh, no, he's 6-0-2. All right, maybe smart. I can agree with him.
Good engage there by Snorlax. Dies for the trouble, but managed to shut down Shaden. Trying to get RTC. Probably not going to get it. Big knock up there. Brandana is going to survive as well, unfortunately, for White Wolf.
Ooh, very good engage. That was great use of the Braum passive, so Mr. Pig, big MVP play there. Making sure they get those stacks.
Indication that Dragon's coming up. Another Earth Drake. And Primeton continues to farm. 160 stacks now. They are in a position to contest this.
Oh yeah, and I think if I was in Cowbell's shoes, I would maybe wait till they were engaged on the Drake. Let them get that sense of comfort, then go ham.
Well, we'll see where they decide to take it. Big stunts there all around. Looks like Cowbell's willing to go in on it. Taking it down very quickly. There's a ping to retreat. Oh, good steal there by Arcane Soda. Flashes to try to get out. Does manage to get out. Let's see if the rest of his team is lucky. Big knockups there. Managed to take out the Zac. Managed to take out the Jace. Big taunt, though. Really great taunt there by Hickey, and should be able to secure all of these. No, maybe not. Primeton is still alive. Big stun coming down here. Arcane Soda comes back. We are stacking stuns. Hickey's left on cleanup, but can't handle the Draven. And it's an ace.
Man, where was this White Wolf for the first 20 minutes of the game? Impressive play.
Yeah, really good job looping around there by Arcane Soda to get that extra stun off. I mean, great play all around there.
Yeah, and the important thing is he was able to chain that CC off the end of Vygar's stun. So it was just able to just hold the lockdown.
Alright, so in 45 seconds they get a dragon, a tower, and an ace. Still 5k gold down, but they at least have some momentum on their side now.
Oh yeah, and those kills going over to Draven, that's going to add to that, not just the Bloodthirster, but it's going to get a near complete on the second item.
Yeah, we'll see what the second item is. We do have Lucian already working on a third. Ooh, Primeton gets away, very low health. We'll have to see how the focus is. We do still have the, at least I think. I missed what, I guess Jace must have used the Herald already. Because I don't see him with it anymore.
Yeah, he popped it in the top lane. They weren't able to get anything off of it. It died very shortly after engaging the tower.
Yeah, that explains why I missed it. Alright, big push in the top lane it looks like now. Collapsing up on RTC. Big knock up there. We'll see if Zac decides to use ult. Doesn't look like he'll need to. Lucian does use ult though, so Brandana is going to be ultless for this next couple of moments here, but it is a 4v5. Arcane Soda is going to die here very shortly if he's not careful. Tilted Snorlax's ult is taken out. Draven ult does exactly nothing. Uh-oh. Brandana wants it. They want to give it to him. Brandana gets it. Woo! Well, that's teamwork, I guess. Alright, Tilted Snorlax and RTC, can you stop this turret push?
I think they'll be able to. Ooh, If Pike would have waited just another minute, that would have been some big secures there.
Yeah, I was wondering if we were going to get an ult chain, but it doesn't look like we are. Actually, this is probably just going to be game. We'll see. They don't really have that much in the way of durability to tank this turret, so Primed may be able to hold them off. Here's Draven with his completed item. Going in. There's that guaranteed crit. The longer this chase goes, the more guaranteed crits Draven's going to get. Careful, Kantos. Should be able to get back in base.
And Shaden's like, bring it.
Yeah. Oh. They are actually willing to bring it. We'll see what happens. Interrupt the recall. There is a ward down as well now. Oh, Shaken does jump in there. Misses his ult, unfortunately. That's a really loud sound effect. I feel like they should mute that a little bit, but what do I know? Alright, meanwhile, Arcane Soda's trying to farm in the bot lane, make up for some of the lost ground he's been dealing with, being 0-9.
Yeah, rough game. Jax definitely, you don't want to get to this point in the game and him not dealing damage.
Okay, seriously, is Pyke's Ghostwater dive loud for everybody else, or is it just me?
I don't
Okay.
like that it has the water sound effect.
Yeah,
that gets...
That's what seems too loud for me. My volume's up a tad too high. But every time she uses that, my eardrums explode. Eh, whatever. Alright,
Sorry, you don't need those anymore.
yeah. Arcane Soda gets caught out. Nice little attempt there by Snorlax to try to save him. Doesn't quite work out. Yeah, the lack of durability on Jax is really hurting him. Big damage on the Zac, though. They might actually get his passive, if not his whole life. Good job there. A little out of position. Top lane's pushing pretty hard with those super minions. Oh, Snorlax goes forward. Gets knocked up, though. Draven getting caught, too.
Difficult engage there. It just kind of got blindsided. That's what Vision does for you.
Yeah, not only that, but this is a very, with all of the tanks on this team, this is a team that's very good at stopping people from jumping on them.
Yeah, and we've reached that critical 11k threshold that is a death nail for most LCS teams. LCUS teams.
Yeah, we do see people come back from it, or at least make a good show of it. Sometimes. Primedon may get a kill here. Good flash disengage, managed to stay just ahead of that Lucian ult.
It looked like he was dancing right on the bullets. Very entertaining.
Alright, let's see where that 12k gold is hanging out. We got 4k up on Jace. Mid lane is pretty much equal. And then 4k up on the ADCs as well. So that's where most of the gold is resting, with Braum having quite a nice little nest egg as well.
Comfortable, something he can retire with.
But yeah, both of the dive assassin characters on White Wolf are really feeling the pain from all of the anti-engage that Cowbell is able to work with here.
That and penalizing engage. Between Shaden and Brandana, I don't know if I'd want to meet them in a dark alley.
Yeah, I mean, especially Shade, because we saw that before, where Jace just hits you in the face with a hammer when you engage, and you go flying backwards. Alright, so they do have eyes on this Baron. We do have the teleport from Galio coming in here. We'll see what attempts there are to steal it. Jax is available to jump onto it. There comes the jump. Once again, a big steal. We'll see if this turns it around or not. Prime's along the opposite side. Unfortunately, not able to put his stun out in time. Gets knocked out of the fight. Salento's all alone. RTC is fighting against Brandana. Might actually take him out. Ooh, does get the Does get the resurrection. Coming off that Guardian Angel, but not enough, and that ace should end the game.
Yeah, that's probably it. Incredibly well done. Brandana ending the game. I think he's going to be 21, 3, and 6. Impressive.
Might get another one, depending how aggressive Snorlax and Arcane Soda can be in the last 3 seconds here.
Ooh, sometimes just stay in base. Protect your KDA.
But really good job by Arcane Soda. Despite being down for the entirety of the game, 2 very good steals.
Yeah, well, that's how you stay in it. If you're behind, sometimes you just keep throwing punches till something lands.
And they did land quite a few punches, unfortunately just wasn't enough. Gonna hop over to the graphs really quick here, just for some giggles. Yep, incredibly high damage coming out of Primedon for that first game. Absolutely insane. Alright, so after that first match, we do see Cowbell take it very convincingly, controlling all stages of the game. And we will take a quick break and see if White Wolf is able to answer in Game 2. Don't go anywhere.